Alright, hey guys, it's ja.miah, whatever you want to go by. Today I'm going to be doing a video. I'm going to call it Unpopular Opinions or something like that. Yeah, we're just going to hop right into a list of my unpopular opinions. Like, I don't agree with a lot of this fucked up society's standards and customs, and I want out. So we're just gonna talk a little bit about that. Like, let's get into it. I am in a basement right now, so if you hear any like air noises or any noises, I'm in a basement right now. Respect the hustle. Alright, if I'm looking down, it's because I have notes about like what I wanted to talk about. It's not completely off the dome, but it's kind of semi off the dome, so I'm just gonna be ranting about stuff. So yeah, number one, I cannot stand hustle culture. I can't stand it. I don't like capitalism. Sorry, shoot me down. I don't like it. I'm not gonna sit here and say I don't like money. Well, I don't like money, honestly, because in a sense, money is just paper. I enjoy the things that money can buy, but I don't like the fact that society is completely based, completely run, completely controlled on a piece of paper. Like, that's stupid to me. Is that not stupid to anybody else? Like, is that just not crazy? Like, literally making us slave, making us work, making us freaking for fucking 40 hours a week. Most of our life, we're sitting here working for pieces of paper that signify our worth, basically. That's not crazy? That's not crazy to anybody else? I feel like we should be living off the land, loving each other and caring about each other enough so that we can share our resources, and we should be good. Like, we shouldn't have to be struggling. We shouldn't have to be working and slaving to eat, to have a house, to survive. You shouldn't need pieces of paper to survive. Like, that shit's dead to me. Like, you could call me lazy, you could call me whatever you want to call me. Like, I'm not about to be putting in all this effort for a piece of paper to determine my worth. Like, if you're not happy with how you are right now, if you're not happy poor, you're not gonna be happy rich. And that's just my thought process. I can be happy with nothing, and I can be happy with everything because I'm happy within myself. So to determine your value based on money, based on this capitalistic hustle culture, it's I was about to say the R word. It's not giving what it's just not giving. It's not giving. Not giving. Shit. Okay, so this is a deep one. This is really a deep one. It's been really heavy on my mind ever since like Roe versus Wade got freaking overturned or whatever, right? Me personally, I'm not someone who would get an abortion, but I respect abortions and I respect a woman's choice, because there are plenty of women that it's a danger to the baby, it's a danger to themselves to have a baby. So to sit there and tell a woman like, no, you can't do this with your womb, it's ridiculous to me. That's like, I feel like the government should have no say in a woman's pussy. In a woman's vagina. Like, you should have not a lick of say, not a lick of anything about what should be going on in here. And when it comes to what my unpopular opinion is in regards to this situation, they saying that they are they did the abortion thing basically to save lives, right? But then guns are still very much legal. Guns that have shot up schools recently. 19 children have been murdered, 2 adults. Like, in that last shooting, like, guns that have school shootings that are known to kill babies, children, humans, adults alike. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like not only is it an unpopular opinion that I feel like guns should be illegal, like they shouldn't be there, like unless, well, that's tough for me because unless you're fighting for the country, unless you're protecting the country, maybe guns could be used there, but I'm going to get into another unpopular opinion about that. But guns should be illegal, and guns should have been illegal before abortions were legal. Like, wouldn't you, if you're trying to save lives, why would you not ban things or limit things that are actually harming the lives of the people that are on this earth first? Like, why are you focused on the lives that are inside someone's womb? They're not even yet on this earth yet. That lets me know that this is just another power move to control and limit women. Just like we control and limit the African Americans in this country. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, that one went a little bit all over the place. I feel like I was rambling. But I feel like you get what I'm saying. Guns are still legal and thriving in these streets, killing people up. But abortions are illegal because you're trying to save lives and they murder people. The people that are inside the womb, not outside the womb. Yeah. But you're doing nothing to protect the people outside the womb. And the things that you're doing to protect the people outside the womb, those things are killing the people as well. Questions, concerns, I have them. Alright, so numero 3. I don't know. People gonna look at me like, girl, this black girl here. But listen to me. This is something I've always thought of. Like, why are we trimming the ends of our hair, assuming that it will help our hair grow if our hair grows from our root? Why? Like, I genuinely don't know the answer. I haven't done any research on it. So if you know, let me know. But it's really, I don't see the point in it. If your hair goes from here, you're cutting down here, thinking this is going to help this. And I don't understand when this helps this. I don't get it. Maybe I'm looking at it differently. Again, if you know, let me know. I just don't understand. I just don't get it. Personally, I just don't get it. But moving on. Number 4. To tap on to the freaking, I feel like guns should be illegal type time, and abortions were illegal before guns, except guns kill the people on this earth, and it's just a lot. It's just a lot, right? To tap on to that, right? I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm anti-protests. I'm not anti-protest. Like, I understand where you're coming from. But me personally, I will never, ever sit here and be arguing and going back and forth and pleading to be accepted. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to fight to be accepted. I'm going to leave and I'm going to go where I am accepted. Like, my plan to leave this country is so valid right now. I'm going to leave and go where I'm accepted. I'm not about to fight with you. And I'm not about to beg you and do all these things to respect me, to accept me, to treat me with human decency. I'm not going to do it. It's like a toxic relationship with your ex. Would you sit there and fight and beg and sit here and go back and forth with your ex because he's disrespecting you, because he's not treating you right? Are you going to do that? If you're going to do that, you go ahead. That's on you. That's cool. You know, that's your methodology, and that's cool. But me personally, I'm going to dip. I'm not going to sit here and complaining about how you treat me. I'm going to get up out of here and see how you do without me. That is my biggest thing to me. Like, I feel like if instead of sitting here arguing and fighting with this country, about how you should treat us. If all black people gathered, left this motherfucking country, this country would go to shit. This country would go to shit. Like, it wouldn't be nothing. This country would go to shit. Because we already know this country was made on our backs. We know that. And they know that. But because you don't want to acknowledge that, I'm gonna give you a little taste of what you're gonna miss. I'ma leave. I'ma dip. And guess what? You're gonna be a bum. You're gonna be done. You're gonna be done, and that's it. Like, I don't know if that's unpopular or not, but I see, like, a lot of people are like, oh, I'm about to protest, like, I'm going to this rally, like, let's do this. Yeah, that's cool. Draw attention to the subject, and that's fire. Me personally, I was definitely more of a Marcus Garvey. Sending back to Africa, okay. Because, baby, I don't want to be here in the first place. I'm not going to fight to be accepted into a country that never accepted me to begin with. I'm not going to do it. And I know, likely, before these white motherfuckers came up in here, our people was all up and through this bitch. 100%. Like, I'm pretty guaranteed, sure. And I understand, like, oh, this is our land. Like, I'm fighting to take back my shit. And I understand it. But me personally, you want to disrespect me, you want to mistreat me, I'm going to dip. And I'm going to see how good you do without me. And I feel like if, as a collective, the minority and the disrespected gather our shit and get the fuck up out of here, this country will go to shit. You will be forced to either get off your ass and do some fucking work, or you will be forced to show some fucking respect where it's due. And that's it. Hello. 5. I feel like love can heal the world. Love can heal the world. If we all love each other, we're not fighting. There's no wars. Nobody will be poor, nobody will be rich, because we will be giving to each other. We'll be caring for each other. We'll be loving each other. You know what I'm saying? Nobody will be sitting here, I don't know, so disconnected from one person or another to the point where they can be discriminated against. Love can heal this whole entire world, but I do not feel that love can heal a relationship. You need so much more in a relationship, an intimate relationship with somebody, than love. You do. Like, a lot of people, like, I understand love can include respect, it can include loyalty and consideration and whatnot, blah, 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 blah. But a lot of people in this society, in this day and age, do not look at them. They look at, like, oh, I love you, I care about you. Cool. But people will care about you and still disrespect you. People will care about you and still cheat on you. People will care about you and still not consider your feelings. People will care about you and still not know how to communicate with you. People will care about you and still not work with you, but instead work against you. There's so many different factors that play into a relationship, and I think I'm going to make a video specifically on this situation because it's a serious situation. And it doesn't even just go in terms of, like, oh, a boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife. It goes with best friend. It goes with family, intermediate family. Like, it goes that deep. Your relationships and your connections are everything. Like, everything. You should feel connected and give love to life, to everything in general. But your intimate connections that you have, you need to know your value in terms of those intimate relationships. You need to know your worth. You need to know what you want and what you deserve. You deserve good communication. You deserve consideration. You deserve respect. You deserve loyalty. These are things you shouldn't have to ask for. Love. People, oh, I love you. I love you. I care about you. I love you. That's cool, but are you showing it? Are you showing it with your actions? Because if you are showing it, you can see and you can feel that with this love, you're giving me your consideration. With this love, you're giving me your loyalty. With this love, you're communicating with me and you're listening to my feelings, and we're working to solve problems instead of working against each other as if we are the problem. Like, this is a big thing. I'm gonna do a whole separate video on that, but that's major things. Love can heal the freaking world. but it cannot heal a relationship. Stay tuned for a video to show you what will heal a relationship. 6. This is gonna sound so harsh. This is gonna sound really, 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 really harsh. I'm not gonna say you cannot make mistakes. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say you can't make mistakes, because it's very like, okay, you're walking, you're not paying attention, you accidentally fall. Mistake, accident, understood. You know what I'm saying? When I said that I don't believe in mistakes, I feel like every choice leads to another choice. Every choice leads to a choice. Like, okay, you weren't paying attention, so you tripped, but you chose not to pay attention. You know what I'm saying? Like, you chose not to pay attention. Okay, you're sitting here telling me you're sorry that you cheated on me and you do love me, but you chose to get in bed with another person. That's a decision that you made. So it's not that I don't accept apologies or I don't accept excuses, but I don't. Because it's like, you know what you did. And if you literally sit down and look at a situation, excuse me, I think got a little mucus in there. But if you sit down and look at a situation, you can see the choices that you made in order to get to that, that outcome. Like, I feel like a lot of people make excuses for themselves. Or I made a mistake, or it was an accident, or this or that, or this or that. But every choice in your life is yours. You just have to make it. Like, honestly, okay, I'm walking on the street. I'm walking across the street. I'm gonna make sure I'm paying attention to every little thing. Okay, you're not perfect. You know what I'm saying? You're not perfect, and that's okay. People make mistakes. Mistakes are real. But you're not gonna sit here and make it seem like, oh, the mistake just happened. You have to have accountability. You know what I'm saying? My choice led me to this outcome, and this is the outcome that I regret. So I'm going to change my choice for future reference. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I mean when I say, like, excuse the interruption, but that's what I mean when I say, basically, like, not that I don't believe in mistakes, but mistakes are choices. They're not like, oh, I couldn't help myself. Mistakes are choices. You know what I'm saying? Mistakes are choices. I don't know what number we're on. 8, I think. But this is another video that I'm going to go in depth with. Being numb is not caring. Being numb is not caring. Being numb means that you need help. You need therapy, baby. You need help, because you're not able to connect with your emotions. That doesn't mean that you don't care about anything. That means you're so disconnected from your emotions because of the trauma that you've been through that you're not able to feel or express your emotions. You can't be saying, oh, I don't give a fuck about nothing. Oh, you do, baby. You do. You give a fuck about that trauma that's eating your ass up that makes you not care about nothing. That's not genuine not caring. Not caring is the ability to mind your motherfucking business. Not caring is the ability to put your energy in what is good for you and stop giving your energy to every last little thing. I'm gonna go more in depth on this. This is a good video topic. It's a valuable thing. It's something that is a key factor in my character. So I'm gonna go more in depth about that, but that's definitely one. That's definitely enough. So, opposites, I don't feel like opposites attract. I just don't. I don't agree with it personally. Like, I feel like, I don't know if that means the same thing, but I'm just gonna say it. Opposites, I don't feel like they attract, but I feel like they intrigue. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am intrigued by you because you're so different than me and I want to know more about it. But I don't feel like that stigma that, oh, opposites attract, like the person you're going to fall in love with is going to be completely different from you. I don't feel like that's always the best thing. Like that opposites attract thing. Like I don't, like opposites intrigue. I'm intrigued by different. I'm intrigued by change. I'm intrigued by, oh, this is different. Like, what is this about? Like, we're naturally, I feel like, adventurous. Well, most people are naturally adventurous, naturally want to, see what it do when something's a little off. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like opposites don't necessarily attract. I feel like there has to be something between you two that is similar, that allows for you to be attracted to each other. You know what I'm saying? To be intertwined with each other, to be pulled to each other. If that makes sense. Like, I don't know, because intrigued, you can be pulled to something, but in a way where it's like you just want to see what it's about. I feel like attraction has more of an intimacy to it. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like opposites more so intrigue, like, oh wow, you're different, let me see how it goes. But attraction is when it's like, oh wow, you're different, let me see how this goes, and I'm liking how this is going. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm liking that you're a little different, but it's not different in a bad way, whereas we clash, it's different in terms of like, oh, I've never experienced this before and I really enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, like I personally don't feel like you can have so many differences in a relationship and be solid. Oh my God, that's bad to say because there's always going to be a problem. There's always going to be something that comes up, and it's about your problem solving skills as a couple, as a partner. That's how that is. But I feel like if you're always clashing, that's not healthy. And I feel like opposites enable that thought where it's like, okay, we're different. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, me personally, I don't want to be with someone that's completely different than me. You know what I'm saying? I like adventure. I like to test things out. I like new things. I like to be intrigued. I do. But I also like to relate. I like compatibility. I like, I like us to vibe out and be on the same wavelength. That's the thing. Your zodiac sign, your birth chart, it says a lot about you. I don't care about people who don't believe in astrology or da-da-da. Your astrology says a lot about you. And I'm not talking about just your sun sign. There's a lot that goes into your birth chart. Your sun, your moon, your rising, your Mercury, your Venus. Get into it. Get into it. Get into it. You know what I'm saying? I've never been much on religion. I very much consider myself a spiritual girl. But I don't like labels. I feel like there's truth in everything and lies in everything. And you just gotta figure it out for yourself on your journey. But your astrology, baby, one thing I'm gonna check is your astrology. And that's alright. So that was it. That was just a little bit of my opinions. You could get a little bit into my brain cells a bit. Yeah. I feel like I might have just exposed myself. But I'm good. Yeah. You can get a little bit into my wavelength, how I think about things. Like, some people might be like, oh, this girl's a bitch. But I'm really not. Like, I just feel like I'm very passionate about what I feel, and I call it like it is. That's just how I am. Bye.